Listening in on that reaction and the conversation that our reporter Aldrin Sampier was having with Thabo Manyoni. Professor, I'd like to just get your reaction. On the one hand, Thabo Manyoni basically says that the same thing you were saying earlier, that the time for dress rehearsals and the time for up and downs into the courts is no more. On the other hand, he seems to still believe that the ANC will go into the conference a united front. At the same time, you said they may see further divisions in the party. Your reaction to that? At the same time, you said they may see further divisions in the party. Your reaction to that?
Yes, indeed. First of all, let me commend Mr. Manyoni. He sounds very measured, mature, and having a sense of what the laws of the land should be upheld. I have a sense that if he allowed to lead, he might take them forward. Ntate Magashule should not be another Mugabe in South Africa. He has served his term over 25 years. It's a lot. You have seen already the people interfering with the process on a public medium who are saying they are defending the other faction that certainly is not operating according to the law. Listen to the three operative words from the judgment: irregular, unlawful, and unconstitutional. And I'm saying, same may be argued in December at the National Elective Conference: unlawful, irregular, and unconstitutional. When it comes to unity, they failed to unite then after Polokwane. Every time they are desirous of unity, but they act contrary to unity. They have had an opportunity since 2014 that at least the people are voting with their feet, they are walking away from them. Maybe they should start to self-correct. They have lost that time. Now they are left with 2 weeks to go to the elective conference. Can they do it? I doubt. But if they were to do it, I'll eat humble pie and say kudos to them.
Well, Professor, one might ask that if a party's constitution fails to govern and guide that party, then what will?
Yes, precisely. And that's where I always invite them to respect the cause of the land, because when they are at peace with themselves, they undermine the cause. They vilify, denounce, and renounce the judiciary. But when they are in trouble and at war with themselves, then they want to take recuse right into the cause. And I'm saying they will end up going to the court, and the court will advise and assist them. Uphold this piece of this document that you call the Constitution of the ANC. And to the extent possible, will also help you with common law, with the laws of the land, that also will supplement the arguments advanced that the Constitution of the ANC is supreme, though subservient, or yes, though not superseding the national constitution.
Professor, which leader is likely to save, in inverted commas, the ANC? Do you think Cyril Ramaphosa, the deputy president at the moment, has the leadership qualities and the desired leadership to guide and restore the party?
Look, Nkosazana Zuma was given a chance to lead, and wherever she did, as far as I'm concerned, she did very well. And I'll take it with me to the grave, that at least when it comes to smoking, certainly she did a sterling job. As far as the AU is concerned, the jury is out on that one. But those who are outside the borders of South Africa, they don't think kindly of her. Cyril Ramaphosa, as far as I'm concerned, it is his turn, it is his time. And that's not me saying that. That is the tradition, the practice, and the history of the African National Congress. It says it is his turn as per custom, as per practice. Has he got the credentials, the pedigree? Certainly. In a sizable chunk of those, he has. I think he can make a difference. And if indeed There are low-lying fruits, according to me. I've read the documents for the next conference. There are low-lying fruits that if we were to pick those immediately, he might see people still saying ANC is worthy of another chance, perhaps get it at 50.1%. And those low-lying fruits, they know themselves. They've written about them. It's just cut down on the executive. It's too big. Right? Our cabinet is too big. It's among the biggest under the sun. That's number one. Reshuffle the cabinet and get rid of deadwood. I'm not saying this from my own. They are saying this in their midst, that there are people who are not worthy of holding certain executive positions. The Electoral Act, the late Van Zyl Slabert, mandated by the ANC in 2002, came up with a recommendation, and the report is there in the SG's office that says proportional representation and constituency base is a model that we should adopt. At some stage, they developed cold feet. They didn't want to proceed with it. But 2 weeks from now, they will be discussing the same thing. Cutting down on the provinces is what the ANC has been discussing in the past 15 years. So these are low-lying fruits that if in the next 6 to 12 months, Cyril were to act on them, people, I suspect, might reconsider their stance and say, maybe they are worth another chance.
All right, Professor Lesiba Teffo coming to us live in Pretoria. Thank you very much for your time and your insights, and of course giving us your reaction in terms of that ruling that we saw in the Free State today.